Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So Ethereum is still holding in the support area that we talked about in the last video, so not really any change here. It's interesting that Bitcoin shows more weakness than Ethereum, and it's getting a bit difficult now, because what you need to know is that Bitcoin, while it could still be in the wave 2, is really getting challenged here. It's really coming down a lot, and the whole channel has morphed into an ascending broadening wedge, and I've now added the blue count, which shows the possible path into the yellow support area, but we just need that sustained break below the previous swing low to finally confirm. At the moment it's not really broken out, but then we can see that the S&P 500 is already struggling and the DXY is actually going up, so it shows some weakness possibly towards the beginning of the week. Ethereum is actually holding quite well, but you know, while we are still in the channel, this could obviously hold, and I still have to count this as a possible 1-2 setup, with a wave 3 possibly still to come, a 4 and a 5. So this support area here is still valid, whereas I would be very careful with Bitcoin at this stage. On the other hand, the risk to go long here is fairly low as well, because it's basically just maybe $100 above invalidation point, right? Which would be here at, okay, so a few more, it's 22,490, the beginning of that wave 1. But as you know, if a chart breaks below a certain fib level, it will most likely break. Again, nothing is guaranteed, you should know that. But yeah, Ethereum, funny enough, is holding quite well. And we've seen that recently a few times, that either Bitcoin was fairly strong and Ethereum weak, or the other way around. So let's see, because Ethereum is still holding the support really well. It could very well be that Ethereum is putting in another third, a fourth, and a fifth. Nothing else to add. It's in the pivot point here. It's in the decision point, and it's in a wave 2 possibly. Please understand that it could be, and this is the alternative count. It could be that this wave 5 already finished here, and then we're heading down into the support box between 1435 and basically 1495, 1500. So that is all still possible, but we are constrained by the channel. And if you're in the channel, the price can obviously carry on like this for an, don't want to say infinite amount of time, but it can really take a long time until it eventually breaks out. So hopefully we're going to make some progress in the chart this week. It's starting to get a bit boring, which often happens in these channels. Unfortunately, after these long rallies, we had a few exciting weeks here, and now we face these headwinds. More and more people are selling into the rally, but some people still jump on board, and it's going to be a very interesting week. I mean, hopefully we get a bit of a decision this week. It's always boring when we move in these sideways ranges. Luckily, we have some exciting altcoins at the moment, but then there is not really much more to add. I mean, if I wanted really to count this subwave structure here as an ABC, and we're looking at this C wave here, then you can count 5-wave move nearly complete, possibly not yet exactly, not quite complete. So I could count this as a small 1-2 setup here. Then I would count this as a wave 3, this as a wave 4 triangle, and then another 5 down that could hit the channel support here, maybe around 1590, before it then comes up in a third wave, then a fourth and a fifth. So that's sort of where we are, and other than that, not much more to add. Ethereum is still holding above the last high swing low actually. Bitcoin hasn't even managed to do that. Let me just see what else we could... I mean, another way to calculate the target for this C wave, right, is that we take the length of the A wave here to the high of the B, and then we are looking first of all at the 1-to-1 ratio. That has now been reached, which means, okay, maybe the C wave is already finished, and this was a wave 4 and a 5, but then you can't really say that without a signal above at least 1642. So if we get above 1642, we have a first indication that the C wave here is finished. It would be a very first indication, and then better indication as soon as we move above the wave 2 high at 1687. And what else to highlight? Well, the next possible target would be the 1562 level. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to extend out this support area, because the 1.618 extension at 1562, to be honest, it's a viable target here for a wave 2. And looking at how this now unfolded, this points toward a possible support at the channel line, at the channel support. Now, reality is, if Ethereum goes down to that level, probably Bitcoin hasn't validated its short-term bullish potential, which already is getting challenged at this stage. But yeah, this is certainly another possible target here. Be aware that the move down to 1562 would also still be possible, but below that, this move up is basically getting very, very unlikely. And ideally, we're only going to move down once more here in a fifth wave to have this as a valid structure. But understand that, yeah, I'm tracking this. This is nothing I would trade aggressively. I want towards the end of a week of possible downside pressure, which could emerge from just getting towards the end of this rally, right? And minimum expectations for this fifth are complete. For this third, and we need to be watching when we break below the channel. Are we actually going to hold that 1435 level there in the wave 4 support area? But yeah, watching that, I'll keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.